Welcome to the universe in a seashell, the podcast dedicated to science, life, and girl power. I'm Kara Bartek and I'm your host. I'm a PhD, an author, and I want to make this world a more equal and opportune place, one girl at a time. Hey guys, and welcome to the podcast. I've got two lovely co-hosts with me today. I have got...
Hi.
What's your name?
Penny.
How old are you, Penny?
5.
Okay, and who else do I have?
Caroline.
Say what up.
What up, dudes?
How old are you, Caroline?
I am 9.
Okay, guys, so how has your COVID schooling experience gone so far?
We have to wear our mask a lot, and we have to sanitize a lot, but other than that, I like school.
You like being back with your friends? What about you, Penny? How's it been?
Mostly my friends are gone.
Where are
like
they at?
Judith, Abby. Those are the only ones missing. They're at home sick.
Oh yeah, because nowadays, like, even if you have a sniffly nose or a sore throat, what's the best thing to do?
Stay home. Stay home and watch movies a lot.
Yeah, you had a sore throat last week, didn't you? What did you get to do?
Watch movies.
Are you watching your sound on there?
Yeah, she's like staring at the screen.
On our recording device, you can see the sound waves as they bounce around, and I think that's one of Penny's favorite things to do is to yell directly into the microphone and see the waves get really big.
Her face is like right up to the microphone. I had to stay home, but I really miss Judith. She used to play with me a lot, and Abby.
Yeah, we gotta be safer these days. But anyway, welcome to the podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. Remember, if you're listening and you're enjoying it, please make sure that you give us a rating and review. Also, hit that subscription or notification button in whatever pod application that you're listening to. You can also drop me a line anytime at universeinaseashell@gmail.com. Again, that is universeinaseashell@gmail. Finish it off.
.com. If you want to press the thumbs up, you can.
Yes, press the thumbs up. Okay, guys. All right, guys. So since the whole COVID thing has been happening, we really haven't had a strategy in terms of what we're talking about on the podcast, have we?
No, not really. I'm coughing a little.
Yeah, you are coughing a little. But you're feeling good, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, and now, during this time, what do you do if you cough?
Cover your mouth.
You cough in the cough pocket, right?
Yes.
Cough pocket. Okay, there you go.
There you go.
All right, so I have finally figured out what we need to be talking about.
What?
I want us to take the next, I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 episodes and talk about the human body. What do you think about that?
The human body. And there's 10 levels.
10 levels of the human body?
Yes, 10 levels.
Okay.
And
wait a second. I've never heard of this 10 levels of the human body. So Penny, please.
There's your swallow, your stomach.
Actually, Penny's onto something because today we are going to be talking about
the digestive system.
Okay, so what does the digestive system do, dude?
I've heard of the word digest. It means like to break down your food.
Okay. And what's the point of breaking down your food?
So you can make energy out of it.
What else?
And produce a lot of vitamins.
Okay. Now, is food necessary to like grow?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Is food necessary to be healthy?
Yes.
Now, what about Oreos?
No.
Oh, wait a second. Now, who asked me to get those Halloween Oreos at the store?
Penny.
Okay, guys. So we are going to be talking about the digestive system, what it is, what it does, and why do we have it. And I can't believe that you guys haven't said the magical word yet. When I say digestion, I thought for sure y'all would go straight to the poop.
No! That's disgusting!
Now everybody's eardrums are blown out. Okay, so let's get started. Now I did some research online and I found a fabulous website. It's called kidshealth.org, and it was this really great resource all about the human body, but it was made for kids to understand.
Kids!
So let's see what Kids Health said about the digestive system. Now it says the digestive system starts working even before you take your first bite of food. Did you know that?
That's because you drink your mom's milk.
Okay, that could be it, but that's not exactly what we're talking about. How does our digestive system start working before we even take our first bite of food?
Your swallow gets ready because it makes your belly empty before you eat.
Have you ever seen a big piece of pizza or a steaming taco or Dad
You're
said
getting me
earlier,
hungry.
What is your mouth doing?
It's just watering.
There you go.
Watering.
All right. So, the digestive system will be busy at work on your lunch for hours before it even begins, because one of the first things that happens when you see food, when you smell it, sometimes even when you think about it, you begin to produce a substance called
spit.
Now, what's the technical word for spit?
Saliva.
Ooh, brownie points.
Saliva.
Yeah, saliva or spit. It begins to form in your mouth when you even just think about food. Now, what do you think that saliva does for your food?
I really don't know.
Well, okay, so is it easy to just swallow a cracker and it's super dry?
Oh, it helps to weten your food.
Okay, what else, Penny?
And your swallow crunches up your food and makes it into tiny pieces and falls onto your stomach.
Well, let's see what kidshealth.org said. It says, when you do eat, the saliva breaks down the chemicals in the food just a little bit, okay? Which helps make the food mushy and easy to swallow, just like you said. Now, your tongue also helps by pushing the food around in your mouth while you chew with your teeth. Okay, did you know your teeth were part of your digestive system?
What?
And your tongue. Okay?
What?
Now, when you're ready to swallow, the tongue pushes a tiny bit of mushed up food called a bolus.
A bolus?
Bolus towards the back of your throat and into the opening of your esophagus, the second part of your digestive tract, okay? So what do you think about that?
That sounds really awesome.
Now, when I think about digestive system, I only think about the stomach. I only think about the intestines. I had no idea the mouth was that beginning part of the digestive system. Did you?
I thought you just went, your mouth had nothing to do with it, but your esophagus was the beginning of it.
Yeah, so your mouth, even your brain begins because it's sending out signals to
When you
your
smell
saliva.
it, that you know immediately that there's food nearby and you're gonna eat. So that signal goes to your stomach, which makes your stomach get ready for that.
Right.
Like at lunch, we have lunch really early. I smell something in the hallway and I see lunch.
And does it make your saliva start to move and make your mouth all gushy and ready to eat?
Yes.
Okay, now what do we call that food that gets pushed to the back of the mouth by the tongue in digestion? There's a super technical term. What is it called? Bolus.
Bolus.
Okay, that was even a new word for me. Bolus. I've never heard the word bolus. Okay.
Kind of sounds like bowl. with its
Yeah, so maybe
on the
that's an
back.
easy way to remember it, right?
Bowl.
Now,
Six.
the second part of the digestive system starts with the esophagus. And I heard you say it, Caroline.
Esophagus.
Now, the esophagus is like a stretchy pipe that's about 10 inches long. So it's pretty long, right?
Yeah.
About the size of a adult's foot. Maybe a little bit shorter. It's probably way shorter than my foot, huh?
Probably
okay.
it's way
Probably about the size of my foot.
Yeah.
Probably the size of Dad's head.
I'll have to agree with that. It moves food from the back of your throat to your stomach. But also at the back of your throat is your windpipe, okay? So there's two pipes there.
I've always gotten food stuck in my windpipe, and I'm like,
And we call it going down the wrong pipe, right? What, Penny?
I never heard a windpipe.
Okay, so the windpipe is the trachea, or that's the pipe that carries air. Okay, so we've got two openings down there, so it's easy that it could get confused, right?
the esophagus and the trophaga.
Trachea?
Trachea.
Yeah. Well, so let's see what it says. Okay.
Yeah.
So the windpipe, that's an easier way to say it, okay?
Windpipe and esophagus.
So we've got two pipes, okay? Now the windpipe is allowing air to go in and out of our body, okay? So it's taking the air from the outside into our lungs, but our esophagus is doing what? Okay, so we've got those two pipes.
The esophagus is taking the food to your stomach.
Okay, so we've got two totally different things that we're working on, okay? Now when you swallow, there is a small ball of mushed up foods or liquids going back there, which, what is it called?
The bolus.
The bolus. Okay. Now, we have a special flap that's called this one's a big one. Epiglottis.
Epiglottis.
Say it 3 times fast.
Epiglottis, epiglottis, epiglottis. I can say it 3 times fast. Epiglottis, epiglottis.
Epiglottis.
Okay, now listen. So the epiglottis flops down over the opening of your windpipe to make sure that the food that's entering the esophagus does not enter the windpipe. Okay? Now,
Is that dangly thing in the back of your throat?
I don't think that's the dangly thing. I think the epiglottis is literally over that area, and it looks like, I guess like a...
Like a flap door, like a doggy door?
Yeah, not like a hangy dingly thing.
Like a doggy door?
Yeah. Now, if you've ever drank something too fast and started to cough and heard someone say that your drink went down the wrong way, that person meant that it went down your windpipe by mistake, right?
Yes.
Okay, this happens when the epiglottis does not have enough time to flop down and you cough involuntarily without even thinking about it. So that means your body is doing this without you having to even send that message from your brain, okay, to clear your windpipe.
Mom, I was coughing at school. I was like, and then it went down my air pipe, which I didn't like it.
Oh yeah, and it made you cough even more?
And then it started hurting.
Uh-oh. Okay, I think Dad found...
Your uvula is a fleshy piece of tissue hanging down over your tongue toward the back of your mouth. It's of the soft palate. The soft palate helps close your nasal passages when you swallow. The uvula helps push food toward your throat.
Okay, so the uvula is used in digestion.
Awesome.
Oh my God!
Look, Dad is our
Dad
researcher.
saved the day.
You better give a special shout out to Dad.
We have a
okay?
special
So
shout out to Dad.
So the hangy beanbag punching thing in the back of your throat is called the what?
Uvula.
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 Now the flappy trap door that goes over
Let's
our
call that the doggy door.
windpipe, we call that what?
The doggy door.
Come on, what's that big long word?
Epiglottis.
Epiglottis. Now wait, let's let Penny say it.
And also your swallow. Look what it does. It bends your food back and goes in your stomach.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Part of digestion. Okay, now, once food has entered the esophagus, it doesn't just it just doesn't drop right into your stomach. Instead, muscles in the walls of the esophagus move in a wavy way to slowly squeeze food through the esophagus. And this takes about 2 to 3 seconds, okay? So let's cover what we know so far. Okay, so we start to think about, let's see, what food would be good to think about that would make our mouths water? Pizza. What about you, Penny?
Fruit.
Fruit. Okay, Penny's a fruit bat. She loves fruit. What, strawberries?
I immediately
Strawberries
thought
and
of junk food.
blueberries.
I immediately thought of junk food, and Penny immediately thought of healthy food.
Of course she did. Okay, so we've got our brain sending signals to our mouth to produce what?
Saliva.
Which is otherwise known as what?
Spit.
Okay, now what does the saliva and the spit do?
They break up the food. They soften the food up a little, so it goes down your
It's gonna go down your thing.
esophagus.
Yes, because what else is in our mouth that's gonna help us kind of make that food able to go down our throat or our esophagus?
Teeth.
Yeah, teeth, okay.
And your
our
tongue.
Teeth, right. So we've got our teeth chewing up, and our tongue is doing what to the food?
Spinning it around our mouth.
It's mixing it up, okay, and the spit is getting it all mushy. Now what happens?
Then it goes to the back of your mouth, and it goes down your esophagus.
What's pushing it to the back of our mouth?
Our tongue.
Okay, and what is that special little thing of food called?
The bolus.
The bolus? Okay, now it's gonna go past, okay, what is that hangy beanbag thing?
The uvula.
Uvula,
Uvula.
okay, and it's gonna do what?
It's going to
Help
help kind of push it down our esophagus.
Okay, now, so everything's starting to go down. Okay, now, to make sure that it doesn't go down the wrong pipe or our windpipe, what's there to help us?
I'm calling it a doggy door.
Penny, do you remember what it's called? Is it the epiglottis?
Epiglottis.
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 That's right, the epiglottis, okay? So it's that trap door that's going to keep our food out of our windpipe, right? Because what if it went in our windpipe? What's going to happen? Absolutely, absolutely. Penny's got a good cough there. And I'm looking at the sound waves. It looks like she blew out everybody's eardrums, too.
And her evil laugh.
Okay, and then it's going to go down our esophagus. And
Esophagus.
how does the esophagus move it down into our stomach?
The muscles on the side of our esophagus makes it wavy.
Yeah.
And it slowly goes down, which actually takes 2 to 3 seconds.
2 to 3 seconds. Okay, now, there's a very special word for that muscular movement, and I'm about to drop it on y'all. Are y'all ready for it?
What?
Peristalsis.
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 Now everybody's gonna need brand new eardrums. My goodness. Okay, guys. Well, I think that this is a good place to stop for our very first installment of the digestive system, because we've learned about a million new words that have to do with digestion. Okay,
Esophagus.
Okay, what else?
Is one.
What else, Penny? Name me a new word.
Swallow.
Okay, no. Name me a new vocabulary
Bolus.
word. Bolus.
Bolus.
Okay, what else?
Solus.
What is that trapdoor called?
Uvula.
Uvula. Okay, what is the trapdoor?
Air pipe.
Good try, good try.
Epiglottis.
Epiglottis, and then what is it called when the way that the muscles move, that movement, that motion?
Perisophus.
Peristalsis. Okay, that's enough, Penny. Okay, guys, thank you for tuning in for our very first part on the digestive system. Please make sure that you join us next week. What do you want to say, Caroline? What do you want to say, Penny?
Bye.
Bye.
What do you say to all your friends who are learning virtually?
Please be safe. Be
Good
safe. And good luck.
And we hope you're listening to our podcast to kind of break up.
Let's hope it makes you smarter.
It definitely.
And let's make sure that it's really fun.
And wear masks all day.
Wear your mask. Wash your hands, and what else?
Use hand sanitizer.
Yeah. Use hand
Sneeze
sanitizer.
into your air pot.
Yeah.
Sneeze into your.
And
Yeah,
cough.
we've had to retrain Penny because normally when she sneezes and coughs, it's like usually in your mouth.
Penny's like a robot. Beep boop bop beep.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.